Hello, my name's Chastity. Welcome back to another practice. Today's practice is only going to be about 15-20 minutes long, and you'll only need 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can click the link in the description of this video and get some blocks on discount from the company Gaiam. So to start, we're going to have both of our blocks at the back of our mats on the medium height, parallel to each other. Make sure you have about a hand's length distance in between your blocks. This first block is going right underneath the ridge of your shoulder blades. The second block is for your head. So to come down, use your feet, use your hands. Slowly lower down. Again, first block is right underneath the ridge of your shoulder blades. Second block is for your head. Make sure it is positioned comfortably. And then once the blocks feel comfortable, just allow your arms to relax out, palms up. And then you can do anything you want with your legs, maybe feet down, maybe legs straight. Maybe you bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees. Whatever feels most comfortable in your physical body in this moment. Once you are settled, go ahead, close your eyes and start to take some deeper breaths. See if you could focus on cultivating that breath and belly connection. So as you inhale, fill up your belly as much as you can. And then as you exhale, squeeze all the air out of the belly. Let all the air leave the lungs. Deep belly breath in. Open mouth exhale. 2 more breaths just like that. And then allow your breath to travel in and out of your nose. Still keep that expansion of the breath that you just found, but just through the nose now. And as you exhale through the nose, make a small constriction in the back of your throat. And you'll notice that your breath starts to sound like you're fogging up a mirror, but your lips will stay closed, so the sound is just happening through the nose. And in our yoga practice, we call this Ujjayi breathing or Ujjayi pranayama. We'll just be here for about 5 more breaths, settling in a little bit deeper, a little bit heavier on those blocks, letting the muscles in the face relax and soften. And wherever you are in your breath, start to find some movement in your fingers and your toes. Gently bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. Knees point up to the ceiling or the sky, wherever you're practicing. Now we're going to keep the block that's underneath the shoulder blades, but let's remove the block under the head and interlace our fingers behind our head. Elbows are wide. See if you could relax your head back a little bit more. Maybe you touch down to the mat, maybe you don't. You'll take an inhale. And as you exhale, crunch up, just like you're doing crunches. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, you crunch up. Keep going, just like this, using your breath to guide your movement. Mimicking crunches, but we're not super focused on the abdominal workout. We're more so focusing on opening up our thoracic spine. That's the middle of your back. Just a few more rounds here. Try to keep your elbows wide. Try to keep your head heavy in the hands so the back of your neck stays long and you're not crunching your chin towards your chest too much. We'll take about 3 more rounds. Last 2. Last one. And as you crunch up, you're going to drop an elbow down. Remove the block underneath you. Lie flat on your back. Whew. Cactus or tee out your arms for a moment. Just feel the space you've created in your back. And as you're ready, try to scoop your low belly in, press your low back down, and then hug your knees to your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side. Maybe a little stir of the knee, start to get some movement going through your hips. Maybe you circle out your ankles. If you are taking circles, be sure to reverse them. And then as you're ready, place the soles of your feet back down to your mat. You're going to take one yoga block and put it in between your thighs. And then lift your feet so you stack your knees over your hips, kind of like a reverse tabletop. Now notice if your low back lifted off the mat, low belly will hug in so you can press your low back down. And then tee out your arms to the side or a cactus shape, but I recommend having the palms down. Squeeze your block, take an inhale. Exhale, let your legs fall to the right. Now you want to keep both of your shoulder blades on the mat, so you may not go very far. Inhale, you come back through center. Exhale, let your legs fall to the left. Keep your shoulder blades grounded. Inhale, you come up through center. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, over to the left. Keep going on your own, just taking some dynamic twists to continue warming up our thoracic spine. Again, that's your mid-back. Squeezing that block. So we also start to activate our adductor muscles, those muscles along your inner thighs, keeping our hips and our legs in a neutral position. Just a couple of more rounds. You want to make sure you're nice and even from left to right. Maybe take one more on each side. You might notice that your legs are getting a little closer to the ground each round that you take because you're starting to open up your thoracic spine. Once you're finished doing one more on each side, come back through center, remove that block, squeeze your legs a little bit more or a little bit closer to you. Now we're going to rock ourselves up to a seat. If you want to roll to fetal pose, you can, or you could just rock and roll back and forth, create some momentum as you massage out the muscles along your spine. Those are your erector spinae muscles. It's a group of 3 muscles that run along each side of your spine, responsible for helping you sit up and stand up tall. Find that nice seat. Ooh, this is great. I've got the sunshine in my face. This is so wonderful. Sitting up tall here. Maybe close your eyes for a moment. You've already got so much space in your spine. Notice how much taller that you're sitting up here. Bring your hands into prayer if that's comfortable for you. We're going to be working with our Lotus Mudra today. So let's find it here. You're going to keep the heel of your palms and your thumbs and pinkies together, but start to splay your middle 3 fingers out and create space in the palm. So if I'm looking at your lotus flower from above, this is kind of what it looks like. Then using a little visualization here, when you inhale, I want you to try to fill up your lotus flower with something that you need, a quality, a feeling, whatever it is. As you inhale, fill it up. And as you exhale, close your Lotus Mudra, let your thumbs touch your sternum. Let's do that one more time. Open up your Lotus Mudra. Fill it up with something that you need. Maybe it's the same thing, maybe it's a little different. Really visualize whatever it is going into your Lotus Mudra, into the palms. And as you exhale, close the Lotus Mudra, bring your thumbs to your sternum. Here, take a full breath in, fill up the belly. And take a gentle sigh out. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Okay, awesome. Let's take the blocks to the front two corners of our yoga mat. So they're already set up for us. Let's make our way into downward facing dog. So starting in tabletop, spread through your fingers a lot. And when you're ready, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now take some time, pedal out your feet. So maybe you drop one heel, lift the other, switch, just stretching through your calves as well as your toes. If you want to find any other movement here, feel free to explore, right? See what's coming up in the body. How does it need to move in this moment? When you're ready, eventually, you're going to find some stillness. We're just going to pause here in our down dog for a few breaths. This is your first one, so maybe you bend your knees a little bit here. Really bringing the rib cage together so you can scoop in that low belly. Push the mat away from you with your hands, lengthening through your spine as you send your glutes up and back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. As you inhale, lift your heels, shift forward to a plank pose. You could always lower your knees if you prefer. In your plank pose, really hug your legs towards each other like you had a block in between the thighs and pull your chest forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come back to downward facing dog and take your right hand to your left ankle. So tap. Inhale, plank pose, both hands down. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, down dog. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Again, inhale, plank pose, low belly hugs in. Exhale, down dog. Right hand touches the left ankle. Inhale for plank. Exhale, down dog. Left hand touches your right ankle. One more round. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Right hand to left ankle. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Left hand, right ankle. Inhale, plank pose. Hold your plank. Scoop in the low belly. Squeeze the glutes. Push into the mat. Take a breath. Exhale, lower your knees. Lower your chest and your chin. Keep your hips high. Move your hands back about 1/2 inch. Take one more inhale. Exhale, untuck your toes. Slide your hips down. Amazing. Extend your right arm straight out to the side, or you could cactus the arm. You choose. We're going to roll to the right side, so go ahead, stack your feet on top of each other. Rest your head down. If you want more, maybe kickstand your left foot behind you. Still keep your tailbone relaxing down so you can scoop in your low belly. Take a full breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly roll back to your stomach, nice and slow. We'll take a fingertip cobra in between sides. So bring your hands alongside your chest, but off of the mat onto the floor. Tense up your fingertips. Shoulders are relaxed. Inhale, lift your head, chest, ribs, maybe the belly. Fingertip cobra. Exhale, lower. Now extend your left arm out to the side or take it into a cactus shape. Roll to your left hip. Stack your feet. Rest your head down. Maybe kickstand your right foot behind you. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more. Slowly roll back to your stomach. Fingertip cobra, hands alongside the mat. Tense up the fingertips. Inhale, lift up, soften the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands alongside your rib cage. Hug your elbows to the ceiling. Now I want you to think about pulling your chest forwards and then up as we lift up for cobra. So inhale, drag the palms back energetically, pull the chest forward, then start to lift up. You can stay here or take upward facing dog, lifting the thighs and knees. Down dog is where we meet. Maybe you transition through tabletop. Take a couple breaths in your downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through the nose. And stick out your tongue. Inhale through the nose. Through the nose, exhale, Ujjayi breath. Nice job. Inhale, lift your heels. Look in between your hands. Try to keep your heels lifted as you tiptoe yourself all the way to a forward fold. And then once you're at the top of your mat, release your heels, bend your knees a bit, and fold. Give the head a little shake, yes and no. Great job. Make sure that you're pressing down through all 10 of your toes equally and that your toes are pointing forwards. And then slide your fingertips to your shins or blocks. Lift up halfway, long spine, low belly hugs in. Exhale, fold. Good. Again, inhale, lift up halfway. Pause here, bend your knees a bit. Reach your hands around, interlace your fingers at your sacrum. Squeeze your palms together, straighten your arms. Now fold over your legs. If the interlace of fingers is too much, you can grab opposite elbows instead. If you're sticking with the interlace though, really squeeze your palms together and still soften your shoulders away from your ears. Now bend into your right knee a little bit more and start to open your chest to the left, almost like a twist, but you've got these weird bound arms behind you. Take an inhale. Exhale to switch, so bend your left knee a little bit more, open your chest to the right. Take a full breath in, and a full breath out. And then slowly come back through center, a little bend of both knees. Keep your arms, but inhale, come up for chair pose. So bend the knees, sit back in the hips, lifting the chest, softening the tailbone, low belly hugs in. You've got an inhale. As you exhale, gently release your arms, sweep them overhead, chair pose. Feel that freedom in the shoulders. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, stand up tall, push the mat away from you with your feet. Look up at your hands, interlace your fingers, flip the palms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, lean to the right, stretch your left side body. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, lean to the left, stretch your right side body. Inhale, come up through center, look up at your fingertips and bring palms to prayer. Let your thumbs touch your sternum. Samastitihi. Close the eyes for a moment. Standing up really tall through the body. All 10 toes press down. Feel a little lift of the front of your thighs, your quadriceps, like you're lifting the kneecaps. Feel your tailbone soften down, your low belly hug in. Feel the shoulders relax away from the ears as you draw your shoulder blades down your back with your lat muscles. And then imagine you have a string attached to the crown of your head and something's pulling that string up to the ceiling. So the back of your neck is really long. Your back body is tall. Take a full breath in through your nose. Ujjayi breath out. Blink your eyes open, relax your arms alongside your body, Tadasana, mountain pose. We're going to flow a little bit here. Inhale for chair, bend your knees, sweep those arms high, and exhale, fold over your legs. Step your left foot back for a low lunge. Take your left hand down, reach your right arm up for a twist. Try to keep your right knee and toes pointing forwards. Take a full breath in. Exhale, right hand down to the mat. Place your left knee down to the mat. Reach both arms up to the ceiling, Anjaneyasana. Feel the right foot and the left knee hug towards each other, right towards the midline in your body, still activating your adductor muscles. And then lengthen through the spine more. Look up at your hands. Find your lotus mudra above you. Strong arms here, like you're wrapping those triceps around. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat or a couple of yoga blocks. Shift your hips back, straighten your right leg, flex your foot, half split. Remember, if you can't reach down comfortably, put blocks under your hands. And instead of rounding the spine so much, pull the chest forward. Take a full breath in. Fold a little deeper. Rebend into your right knee. You're going to step back to a plank pose, top of your push-up. Take an inhale in your plank and see if you can lower down in one piece, nice and slow. Untuck your toes, thumbs in line with your rib cage, elbows hug back. Pull your chest forward and up for cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Take a couple breaths here in your down dog. Inhale through the nose. Stick out your tongue. Inhale through the nose. Ujjayi, breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Look in between your hands. Tiptoe yourself all the way to a forward fold. Heels touch down. Fingertips to shins or blocks. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Urdhva Hastasana, big breath. Exhale, palms to prayer. Thumbs touch the sternum. Inhale, reach your arms high. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold over your legs. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Right hand stays down. Reach your left arm up for a twist. Power up your back leg. Make sure your left knee is pointing forwards. One more breath. Exhale, left hand down. Set your right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, both arms up. Feel that strength of the legs as they hug towards each other. Then that energy spirals up the spine and out through the fingertips. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Look up at your hands. Find your lotus mudra. Activate your triceps and your arms. Spread through those fingers. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat or blocks. Send your hips back. Work to straighten your left leg. Flex your left foot. Half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Remember, lengthen your spine. Pull your heart space forwards. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Rebend into your left knee. Step back to a plank pose, top of your push-up. Take a breath in. Try to lower down and slowly in one piece. All the way to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Pull your chest forwards and then up. Exhale, down dog. Hips up and back. Take a full breath in through your nose. And a full breath out. Let's move through 3 rounds of Sun A together. 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, lift the heels, look in between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees. You can step or hop the feet forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, step to plank. Take your vinyasa, slow and controlled. Pull your chest forward and up. Down dog is where we meet. Take a full breath in your down dog. And a full breath out. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the ceiling. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale, sweep high, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, step or hop back to chaturanga. Take your vinyasa. Meet in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in through your nose and a full breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Look in between the hands. Exhale, bend your knees. Travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms high to the ceiling. Big breath. Exhale, palms to prayer. Let's finish it out. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step or hop back to chaturanga. Take your vinyasa. Down dog is where we meet. Take a full breath in through your nose and a full breath out. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, take a child's pose, big toes touch, sit back on your heels, arms still reach forwards as you rest your forehead down. Take some deep belly breaths here. Find that belly breath connection again. Using that belly breath connection to slow down the breath, create a little bit more even pacing in the breath. When you're ready, we're going to take a seated Virasana pose. So on the knees, we're going to either use one block or two blocks stacked on top of each other. You're going to put your blocks in between your ankles and sit down on it, okay? Once you find that, go ahead and close your eyes. Just sitting up tall through the body. Low belly still hugs in, the rib cage comes together, right? The back body is really tall, lengthening through the back of your head, lengthening the back of your neck by reaching the crown of your head to the ceiling. You can stay here or bring your hands to prayer. Find that lotus mudra. Keeping the eyes closed here, focusing on that lotus mudra. As you inhale, fill up your lotus mudra with whatever it is you need. And as you exhale, just let go of the attachment of it. For your next 3 rounds of breath, take that visualization. Inhale, fill up your lotus mudra with whatever it is you need. And exhale, let go of the attachment. Take 2 more breaths just like that on your own. And close your palms, thumbs touch your sternum, honoring the time that you spent on your mat today. This is a great class to use as a simple warm-up for your day, or maybe you can add it on to a longer class. Use it as a warm-up. Whatever the case, this is where I leave you for today. We'll seal with a mantra. Feel free to chime in if you know it. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which means may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my words, thoughts, and actions contribute to those being happy and free. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, but most importantly with yourself. Namaste.